Tennessee Vols, eh? They're like the secret stash of bourbon, strong and smooth. Virginia? Kind of that fizzy soda pop that's lost its fizz. You know what I'm saying? Come on in.
Broadcasting live from the only establishment in town that can't kick him out. His own basement. The world according to Rocket.
Hey y'all, it is I, Rocket Man, and welcome back to the channel with the place where college football meets, in my case, questionable life choices. Trust me, there's a story in that. Strap in, folks. Today we're talking about the season opener showdown, Tennessee Vols versus Virginia in Nashville. One of those teams is walking on sunshine. The other one is, well, they're just looking for a light at the end of the tunnel. Shout out to y'all fine folks for making me part of your daily dose of ridiculousness. If my words tickle your funny bone or tug at your heartstrings, well, I want you to slap that like button like it owes you money. Or at your girlfriend's bottom. Anyway, and for the big-hearted ones dropping me a few super thanks. Thank you very much. It is essential to a smooth operation. Background information for this game. Let's see how we set the stage here. Virginia, poor souls. They limped through a season last year, finishing 3-7. Terrible tragedy at that school. The hearts all went out from them, still do. New coach Tony Elliott still has a lot of work cut out for him. They're ushering in a boatload of newbies with this Tony Muskett, or Muskett, I don't know how you say his name really, transferring in from FCS Monmouth. I've never even heard of that college. I have no idea where it is, what it is, and don't really even care. And the rumor has it that, man, it's pouring down raining out there. Holy crackers. I'll get to that in a minute. Rumor has it that they have no wideouts to speak of to throw to. So let me just say this. If our secondary sucks this weekend, we are in effing trouble, man. I'm just going to tell you, man, it is. Anyway, I'll get to the weather here in a tiny little bit. Over on our turf, Tennessee is glowing brighter than a firefly on a hot summer night. I don't know why, but sometimes I remind myself of Forrest Gump. Do I sound like Forrest Gump to you? I don't mean to. It just just comes out like that. I mean, we got folks like Joe Milton III, and of course Brew and Ramel and a fellow named Squirrel and Dante. Really, y'all sure y'all want to come down here and play Tennessee? Really? I suppose there's a financial advantage. Being favored 28 points against Virginia, it sounds tempting, doesn't it? Well, before you get yourself all riled up and thinking about placing that surefire bet, I want you to hold on to your horses. I want to share some information with you and remind you, you probably know this, but in case you don't, I'm going to share it with you. There is a new rule in town in football, college football. The clock does not stop after a first down, with the exception of the last 2 minutes of the first half and the last 2 minutes of the second half. What does that mean? Fewer plays on the clock means fewer plays in the game, right? So, to me, logically, that would mean there's going to be fewer points scored, or it allows for that possibility, right? It's kind of like a barbecue with less sauce. Now, I'm not saying that's exactly what it's going to be. I'm saying like we don't know what it's going to be. So for that reason, excuse me, I would just say, hey, if you plan on betting, just sit this one out this weekend, right? I mean, it didn't seem to bother Notre Dame or USC this past weekend. So I don't know. I would just sit it out, right? So while your gut might be itching to take that 28-point bait, I know people say, oh, Vols are going to win by 50. Yeah, okay, they could very easily. But I would just say, let's see how it would, or what I'm going to do is see how it's going to affect that new rule, how it's going to affect the offense, right? Because there ain't nothing worse, my friend, than betting the farm only to find out the cows got no milk. That's a good joke. The next point, I have one more thing. Let me paint this little picture for you. I'm sitting here looking out the window here, looking out my sliding French doors. So here I am, basking in the warm Gulf Coast Florida sunshine. The waves, the sand, it's all a dream. Until Mother Nature shows up and has to spoil everything. There is a hurricane barreling down, aiming for my patch of paradise like a bullseye on a dartboard. And I have a conundrum. I have a dilemma that I need your help with. I've got a genuine swirling tempest coming my way, and here's the predicament. Do I hunker down, head to the grocery store, and stock up like it's Black Friday? Or given that the Vols in Virginia are duking it out in Nashville this weekend, do I mosey on back up to Music City, dodge the storm, maybe, just maybe, snag a ticket to the game? I mean, the way I see it, it's kind of like choosing between two kinds of whiskey. One might give you a rough morning, and the other one, well, could be a thrill of a lifetime. What do you think? The hurricane is a brewing, but so is the excitement in Nashville. Do I stay? Do I go? That's the question. I'm tossing your way. I'm actually looking for a little advice here. Yeah, I know it's jesting a little bit. But what do you think? Weather the storm with a pantry full of canned beans, or dance in the rain of confetti at a football stadium? What do you think? Help me out. Help a fella out. And weigh in the comments below. Either way, let's toast to taking life's hurricanes, both literal and metaphorical, by storm. Cheers.